Welcome back, ladies and gentlefolk. We're not far off from our next mission. Little side quest to for the Banuk tribe, who've got some strange goings on up there. We'll find out a bit more about the machines, a little bit more about the Oseram, a lot more about the Banuk tribe and who they are and how they think and their culture. Just going to see if there's any more tutorials. Rope caster. Well, I haven't got one of those, have I? Well, I must have if it's telling me to do things. He is a rope caster. Let's try this out. It's usually helps for flying machines. Let's give it a go. What can we put in there that help? Maybe some handling. Let's modify that and put some handling in it if we've got any. Got a little bit, but not too much. It uses a lot of wire. Right, did we highlight the quest? No, we didn't. Tie down small machines. Tie down small machines. What's it say? Didn't read that. Watchers. Fine. Okay, tied you down. Good. Tied you down. Good. Okay, we need one more. Yeah, very rarely used the rope caster in my previous playthroughs. And I've never really used the, well, of course I've used the spear, but the spears you get in...
They're scanning for me.
The funky weapons you get in Frozen Wilds. Not really used those. Right, let's go back down. Moment's peace. We got here with a glint hawk. Well, it's a good chance to use. Did that include a glint hawk? Yes, it did. Okay, we've got another chance to use this rope caster to get some XP here. There we go. Right. Just, I'm not looking to kill them. I'm just looking to keep them occupied. We will get up here eventually, but there's so many machines in the way. Okay, so we completed that mission there, which is good. A little tutorial mission. Got a bit more XP. We're so high up now that they don't really eat into it very much, but it's good to remind yourself what these weapons do and how you can use them, which is what they're for, basically. These tutorials are for. Okay, winding away up through the path, and the Banuk have put various murals going on. What do you mean, here we go again? Who's waiting? Banuk Wanderer. So this is the entrance to their camp, and they've got these things. Guarding the way, all torched up.
God, I found this.
But these watchers are not hurting them.
This has to be the Banuk camp that Vilgan told me about.
They're all got
So
blue
what happened to
lights.
the other mercenaries he sent. The machines are docile.
They are docile.
It's like they've already been overridden.
Some other were-acts after our herd. We'll claim first blood, but it will require cunning.
So the word Werak is a Banuk word for tribe.
Banuk lands are harsher than these. Hunting here is relaxing. What are we doing here? Every idle moment is another mile between us and the herd.
So they live to hunt, basically. But they've got these animals, these machines, docile. And that's what we're here to find out why. A remote Banuk camp is surrounded by docile machines. What could be causing their strange behaviour? So we picked this up in Meridian from a weird, wonderful man. So that's Tikuk we need to speak to. There's another guy as well.
We should head north. North where the ice and snow calls.
So they are, at the moment, they're down here, just at the base of the snow. They're very far south for what they usually, where they usually reside. But there's a huge Werak up here. But their main home, the main place is Banur, which we won't have access to at all. Right, what can we buy from you, though, sir? We want a shadow sling, but we still need that crystal braiding. I can't remember which machine has a bit of that, but it's not been dropped yet. So that's the only thing he's got that we want. We'll get the free sample boxes. That's a point, actually. We haven't opened any of these for weeks. Shards, coils, shells, vessels, braiding, not crystal, blaze. Grazer heart. Lens. Shitty weapon coil. Rocks, don't need. A large machine coil, that's some good bit of cash. And we'll sell everything else. Alright. Let's sell everything we can. So, sorted by value. Machine core large, that's for 100. Look at the money out the wazoo, 3,700. Still going. Slag shine glass. I can't remember if that's good or bad. Well, not it's not bad, but whether we can get away with selling it. We're not going to sell that. Okay, that'll do for now. We can sell all of these. Oh. Sell all of those. Mark to sell. Boom. Look at all that. So much wood.
Be quiet.
Right, Tikuk. Hello, dude.
Greetings, Nora. I am Tikuk.
Shaman. I've never seen anything like this.
The blue light is strong here. My people traveled far from the heights of Ban-Ur to experience it for themselves.
The blue light.
The light of the machine spirits. It is all around us. It settles upon us. This is how it used to be, before they grew angry.
I know about the derangement, but I didn't think the machines were ever this calm. What is it about this place?
We don't really know. We sing and we listen to the machine songs.
So the Banuk, they don't yearn to know the secrets. Sometimes they just let things. They often just let things be, and they don't chase after mysteries. They're just happy that the machines are calm. And I'm not sure they were ever this calm in this guy's lifetime. But obviously the derangement brought about more fierce machines because tribes like the Banuk were hunting machines that were circumventing the work of the other machines.
Tikuk, have any other Outlanders come through here recently?
Some Asaram, yes. They were convinced the machines were malfunctioning, as if machines were mere devices in need of repair. Well, that is how the Asaram see the world, is it not? They ate with us. Then, when they were satisfied there was nothing they could explain, they left with the Northern Light.
Okay.
Tikuk, have any other Outlanders come through here recently?
Some Asaram, yes. As if they...
So, yes, the Oseram are more investigative than the Banuk, and they're going to cause problems.
The machines sing to you?
To each other. You are a hunter. You must have heard their communions and hymns, their calls and cries. We're not meant to understand, but we shamans try to interpret. What is the song that angered them so, that turned them upon us? What song soothes them? Does it thrum in the air here, just outside of hearing? How can we heal the machine world?
Yeah.
What's with the big guy?
I was drawn to this place in a storm. At first, I thought the keening was the wind, snapping off the mountain's frozen face. But no, it was the Thunderjaw's song. I found it crouched on its haunches, its metal unmoving, and I took shelter beneath it. When the storm cleared, its singing done, perhaps the spirit left its great shell, or perhaps it slumbers and remains. So we have not stripped and gleaned this one. We treat it with the care it is owed.
There's kind of a Native American vibe about them. They
Do
kind
you
of...
mind if I look around more, Tikuk?
Speak, trade, listen. You are welcome. No harm will come to you here.
So it's not the Banuk that are doing this. There's something about this place. They can't see it, but maybe my focus can.
Yeah, they're at one with the world, so they've got this this downed...
I wish your were-rack on them.
This downed Thunderjaw, but it offered him protection, so he's not going to strip it because it's, you know, it's revered now.
Anchored in all places but this one grove. It's a riddle.
Okay, we're going to use our focus in a minute, as Aloy suggested. We're going to make sure we steal everything that they can give us.
Snowfall. Getting colder.
Right, Siluk. We've spoken to Tikuk. Now let's speak to Siluk. He is another shaman, it seems.
Shaman. You're trying to understand the machines here too?
Yes, Nora. And taking my time with my studies. Between you, me, and the spirits, I appreciate the peace. Not just from the machines. There are many changes in Ban-Ur. The hunters and shamans bicker without end.
What about?
How best to deal with a harsher world. The hunters, they don't want it back the way it used to be. And we shamans find ourselves able to explain less and less. So many are exiles now, sent to wander. Here, no one argues. So, I welcome mystery.
Yeah, that supports what I was saying earlier.
That my focus will see.
That they're quite happy with mystery. They're not egotistical enough to want to understand everything.
Anyone can commune with the machine spirits as the shamans do.
So they're just letting it go.
Don't
To live in.
assume the hunt will be easier just because the land is warmer. The hunt demands full preparation.
So all they're thinking about is the hunt. This is Aluki.
To see these machines up close like this, it's...
Grazer dung.
I'm sorry?
Frozen grazer dung. This Ravager led me here. I chased it down from the rivals, where it killed a great ice hunter. Tore him in two. A challenge I accepted. But when it reached this camp, the Fury left it.
Isn't that a good thing?
Tikuk says it's a gift. Pfft. What is a gift but a reward that you didn't earn?
Oh, love it.
The machines are meant to challenge us. Now I'm stuck here guarding the shamans.
So it's a rite of passage to hunt, and the more they pride themselves on being able to increase difficulty levels and take them on at more acute jeopardy. So it was deflating to come here and they all become friendly, not worth killing. The kill's an honourable thing to do, and you get honour through complexity.
The shamans would be wise not to let them.
Focus could turn something up.
Okay, let's try and start to do this then. What are you turning up, Focus? So we've visited Tituk. Lots of machine cores there.
Honor to your word.
Let's go up here. I'm not sure where we're supposed to pick up the trail. Meneth and Bajand.
This is how the Banuk must have gotten up and down the mountain.
Banuk lands are harsher than these. Hunting here is relaxing.
Okay, how are we getting up? Can't see the... Ah, here we go. Oh no, it still wants us to go down there.
Spending so long away from the hunt makes my muscles twitch.
Still wants us to look around. What do you want me to see? I've only ever done this once, this particular... What's that? That's just a supply crate. What do you want me to pick up? Who's this guy? That's just a Banuk Wanderer.
Yes, in this grove, I ran my hand along the steel flank of a killer machine, unthreatened.
Need a lead.
It's true.
Focus might find something.
Come on!
A place where the machines are tranquil.
I'm still going to venture up here.
I wish you about.
This is how the Banuk must have gotten up and down the mountain.
Ah, here we go. That's what it wants us to do.
There, a signal. And the source is at the top of the mountain. I'd better look into it.
Okay, so we've got this unknown signal that only the Focus can discern. So this is our lead. The wheels are turning here, wondering, because we've seen this kind of technology before, attracting machines. So if it can attract them viciously to an area, maybe there's something that can calm them as well. Up we go. Oh. Yes, we've still got some very calm glint hawks up here.
The glint hawks are just waiting. A good sign, I guess.
It's a good chance to get up close to them and see what's going on with them. So they've got something to protect their chest plates, and once you knock that off, an arrow to there will explode their frozen gubbins. But they're all the wings are just made out of these metal plates, and their jaws have got these sort of hedge trimmer type things going on.
Fight beyond your chopping shard purses! You can't just leave us here! Did Vilgan send you? I guess shards can buy a conscience.
Never mind that. Nora girl, you have to stop the others. Up ahead, we snuck up here. Uncovered some kind of ancient device, plain as an anvil. That's what affects the machines.
The other bungheads voted to take it to Pitchcliff for auction. But it's taken a beating already. Like it dropped from the sky.
Look, we tried to stop them digging it out. Without that thing up here, those Banuk will be massacred.
I'll stop them. You two get out of here. It sounds like you've already done enough damage.
Well, that's a fair appraisal.
So like it's been dropped from the sky. So something threw it here. And we kind of know what it is. It's been jettisoned from a certain site in the area. But quite why it's attracting the machines, we don't know.
Was on your end.
I think it's okay. Looks like it's okay, doesn't it?
What have you done?
Who are you? You're not one of those Banuk.
Too late. Let me look at it.
Hold on. This was our delve. We did the work. You want to put your axe in? What's this thing worth to you?
I don't know about this. This was your idea. You started it, you can finish.
All right. Could be this thing's just scrap, but even scrap has a price. So I'll ask again, what's it worth to you?
It's worth more to me than you are. You still want to negotiate?
Forget it. All you've ever given me is black toes.
We've done a fair amount of digging there.
They've made a mess of this.
So they gave in pretty quick, but in delving they've damaged it. They saw that it had crashed into the earth, but they've built this sort of mining rig around it to try and prise it out. But it is pretty well fucked. So, unknown artifact.
Catastrophic malfunction. This is from long ago. And it's been sending a signal all this time. Fading out.
20 years
I have to
prior.
get back to the camp before the machines tear it apart.
So just before Aloy was born. And the signal is fading. We need to go back down. Because I don't think those calm beasts are going to be calm for long. Yep, they're all stressing out. Right, let's see if we can...
No, they've already started attacking.
Let's see if we can cheese a few. Let's make sure we got the right weapons going on. Let us have... Where is our fire? Here. Okay, and the rest... What about our sling?
The hunt is back.
Okay, yes, we might be able to cheese a bit up here. Let's see what we got. We've got plenty of blaze.
Yes. Roar and rend at me. I don't fear it.
dear. Okay, that's... What do we got here? That's...
Now you'll hear my song.
Right on
machine.
target.
A sharp song.
Right, he's unwell. Try and shoot this off. Okay, is that the worst of them all?
The machines are angered.
We've got
Keep your distance.
a few scrappers.
Defend the camp. Do what you must.
Was that a sawtooth or was that... No, that was a ravager, wasn't it?
Yes. Roar and rend at me. I don't fear it.
Set him on fire. Was that all there is? Yes. You guys can finish that guy off, can't
So
you?
much for Tico's peace. It was only a side effect. He's not going to be happy about this.
Okay, let's loot that ravager first. Shards and sparkers. Ticook.
Nora, did you know this change would come upon us?
Not exactly. Although I know there is a lot changing in our world. This time it was outsiders. Those Oseram thought.
The Oseram do not think. They will never understand the balance between us. Between man and machine. Now the blue light has gone. And we are left with many songs. But more for mourning than gratitude.
So what now? Will you go back to your homeland?
When we teach the young to walk on shifting ice, we say, the secret is taking one step, then the next. Perhaps one day, we will understand the machine's mysteries.
I hope so. Good luck, Ticook.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether thematically we should have left this till after Gaia Prime, and when we go up into the Frozen Wilds area. I wonder whether that would have been best. But there's the Grave Hoard there. That's where we need to go. So we're probably in the right, right area. So let's go and do that. We're not interested in that quest just yet. But what you were saying there about taking one step after the other is something that I've had to learn in the way I do things, because I get overwhelmed so easily by the enormity of things. And taking things one step at a time into bite-sized chunks is something that I need to do all the time because I just get overwhelmed. So with the channel, I've the films, the videos for story videos, things like that, they take so long. They take hundreds of hours. I just need to break it down into little bits and enjoy those little bits and focus. Don't get carried away by what's next. So you establish a target of what you need to do, establish the steps, and then just focus on each step and just forget about the future. Just think about the now, and it just makes you so much happier. So don't focus about getting off the ice, just focus about on the next step. Okay, why is it asking us to do that? There we are. So, in our last main quest, we were looking at... we found out about Project Zero Dawn, the titular name of project that this game's about. But we're still none the wiser as to what it is about. I'm just going to run like the wind. It wants us to go all the way down here. What for? Oh yes, to return to Vilgund. But we'll do that in a minute. We're not going to do that just yet. We're going to go right up here first. So let's highlight the Grave Horde. Aloy delves the ruins of US Robot Command to learn more about Project Zero Dawn. If she can discover the weapons Elizabeth Sobek used to defeat the ancient robot plague, maybe she can wield them herself. But she's more concerned about following the breadcrumbs of Elizabeth Sobek. Watcher, okay. To find out who she is she related in any way? Right, what else have we got up here? We've got a scrapper. You know what, I'm just going to run. Just going to run. Seems like we've been eternally in the night time for the last few episodes. We've got over here. Got some more scrappers. We've got a watcher. Just take this guy down. It's giving us a lens, is it? Machine core. Okay, that's a bit of cash. Right, I might try and avoid these dudes over here. Oh! There's a glint hawk. Okay, as we come up here, I believe there are some... let's charge aside. I believe there's some Eclipse hanging around, so we want to be wary of those guys. Got so much wood going on, it's crazy. The wire seems to be the one we're losing the most of at the moment.
Got one.
That seems to be really, really elusive. But maybe we're not killing enough machines. Is he good? No, he's bad. Okay. Let's head up this way. Let's avoid those dudes. If we can. But there's the Metal Devil hanging out the Grave Horde here. Oh! Come on, son. Right, plenty of charges over there. Where are you? He's bored. He is bored. Okay, so we need to get up there. I believe there are some Eclipse up there. Let's just run. Ancient chimes. Ancient chimes, they're a set of keys.
Eclipse.
I'm not showing any focuses at that location. Shouldn't be anything you can't handle on your own. Carry on.
Thanks. On my own, all right.
Company!
Okay, I didn't realise that. So I'm just going to wait for this guy. Hopefully I'm not going to alert the watcher. Highlight these gentlemen. There's not many, so if we can get rid of the watcher, it'll be plain sailing. What I might do is off the bat do that, and then with this guy. And that's it. We'll make our way up through the limbs of the Metal Devil into US Robot Command, where we'll hear from General Jerez, who's a very interesting guy for a few reasons. He presides over this sort of, alongside Project Zero Dawn, there is another project that he organises, and it really toys with his
In the shadow of a metal
his moral compass.
Great.
Because in order for the bigger picture, he's got to make sacrifices. It's not, he does it, but he's not proud of himself. Okay. Right, I think what I might do off the bat.
I'm gonna check that out.
Okay. He's burning, but not quick enough.
We're under attack! That does it. Time to take a look around the room.
Operation Enduring Victory. That's the side operation that he presides over, and he's basically buying time. We'll hear all about it. He's just playing for time. He's working for Elizabeth Sobek in doing that. Oh, right. Let's listen.
A battle. Frozen in ice and time.
Okay, we're not listening to these sequentially, but that's what they were. They were holding off the attack from a swarm.
Say again, Lieutenant.
I got some. Titan is through the defenses. Still an approach. A live one. And he's pissed.
We've got no mobility in here. It'll punch right through us.
We hold the hedge at all costs. Then push back out.
Are you getting this, Silence? Silence?
That sounded like Sona in terms of the voice acting. Okay, listening to this, this is the first of the three.
We put our foot in today. Contact in 30 seconds.
Hey, I think that's enough time for Sobek to finish Zero Dawn.
If this is really it, I gotta say, it's been an honor to serve beside these tanks.
Here it comes.
Brace for contact!
Silence, you getting this?
What is it?
All these soldiers. They died here.
People die all the time. Now keep going and find something interesting.
All he wants is the information. He doesn't care about the emotions and the humanity as much as he just wants the powers of the old ones. He's fascinated by them. They died, yeah, they died 1,000 years ago. That doesn't bother him. They just want to know
Operation Enduring Victory.
what they left behind.
What did that mean? Whatever it was, doesn't seem to have turned out very well.
So that was a bit of gallows humour, wasn't it? They were obviously they were. I wonder if they've finished Project Zero Dawn. So that's an indication of what Operation Enduring Victory was. But they knew they were going to die. But they were just they laughed in the face of it. Right, down we go. I can't remember if there's more Eclipse in
Must
here or
have been
not.
where the soldiers slept. Like the lodge in Mother's Heart, I guess.
It's also very like the ruins in the Noralands, in the Embrace. Acosta.
Log. Third Battle of California Marine. The swarm came in from the Pacific, and I don't know if it was the local Minutemen or the crazy 15th, but they'd set the garbage patch alight. Man, the sea was on fire. That stuff was... The first wave of bots came in covered in burning sludge. It bought us an hour or two of slaughtering them on the beaches before the swarm recalculated. We pulled them inland, back through the Kalmar sprawl. Dropped buildings on them, EMP'd the grid. Standard operating procedure. The last time I was in California, I was 5, 6? The light was like that vintage social net filter that was everywhere in the 40s.
Okay, we're talking about the futility of fighting these machines. The various swarms.
Log. First battle of the eastern seaboard wall. Had a long run up to it. This was before Kalmar, and projections were a lot worse for the east. For 3 weeks we kept getting scrambled out to some coastal burg to train Minutemen. It was always raining on account of Europe already being torched. Block after block of prefab barracks. They were still printing barracks right up until the hour the main force hit. The Minutemen? We ran combat drills with them in the streets where they'd lived, trying to pretend they might live to die somewhere else if they paid attention. Nothing worse than the ones who actually bought into it. Hopeful, pestering us with questions about Zero Dawn like, we know something they don't. I swear, the more we do this, the more like the bots we are. Except they learn from every fight. And us? I'm not so sure.
So it seems like the longer that they were in the forces, the real soldiers, the soldiers that had been drafted in to begin with, they'd obviously experienced some victories, but also a lot of losses, and they knew that each fight against these machines, they were teaching them how to defeat them. And they were training these civilians, basically, these human walls that they just had to get to their side by propaganda. And they were training them and seeing basically trying to keep up morale by saying, if you listen to us, you'll get out of this. But some knew that they wouldn't. This is about gaming, I think.
I've been instructed to remind you of Article 115 of base policy regarding unauthorized use of processor cycles. Specifically 115C. Any holographic simulation not directly related to operational training or efficiency. Consider yourself reminded and enjoy your gaming.
Okay, I'm not quite sure what I was talking about there, about using basically certain elements of the system they were allowed to use for gaming, but not that specific one. But that's R&R down here. That's all they could do. They couldn't really go for a walk. They were very, very bunkered up. It's also interesting what they were talking about printing barracks. Just imagine just being able to make fabricated houses from a printer. Amazing. So Guliev, he was upstairs. He died.
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the wrecking recalls, I don't know, 20 drops. In and out of the West Coast, fighting with these civilian enlistees, scrappy guys and gals. Their training is basically, here's a DEW, when you see a bot, hit it. But somehow it's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down Horus at Lithium Beach. Pulled out before its buddies arrived, but to see a big one go down, I hope you made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're gonna have a shot at turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs, that everything will be the way it used to be.
Yeah, so obviously they did have these little wins that kept them going.
Honey,
But
I'm
then,
so sorry. Deployments are getting real long and tougher every time. The swarm's getting better at predicting us. Less of us now. And we have to put in 10 times the work for everyone gone. Like a family business on hard times, only... this isn't my family. It's not with you. I still try to see you. The life we had. In the eyes of the people out there. I remember when they were glad to see us. When they still had hope. It all seems to be slipping away. I don't even recognize the places we're defending. The only thing I know I'm still fighting for is... you. The Zero Dawn to turn this around? Or whatever the hell that is.
so they're fighting for this thing to save humanity, but they don't know the details. And the harder it gets, the longer they're away from their family,
Metal.
the more morale
Comfortable.
is lost.
It was the metal world. Guess they were used to it.
Now what's down there? We'll go down there in a minute.
Just one bed. Maybe their war chief's room.
Okay, this is a text point. Last night we got talking about D-Day 55. I was a kid then, only a few years out of boot camp. General assembly in a drone hangar, summer, and the sky was bare. The heat was killer. They say US human combat forces are being disbanded, all automated now, with last cycle's tech out like the old net. 1 million more on basic in a century recession. Could be you'll help build the robots that took your jobs, or if you know how to handle a power suit, you could find a place that still uses manual labour, maybe in the OEZ or China, or where you're not our problem. Low suicide risk, it said in my discharge file. So the soldiers before all the shit went down were bemoaning the robots taking over, but in order for Operation Victory, they needed people. They couldn't rely on machines because machines would just turn against them. So yeah, he's probably not been bemoaning that situation so much. Okay. Right, off we go down here. Oh, dear. I wanted to drop down, but it wouldn't let me. I wanted to cycle down. Okay, we can't get in there.
Guess that means no power.
Bit of a puzzle. Restore the power to the ancient door. This is a pretty straightforward puzzle.
I haven't seen one of these since I was... Must be some kind of code. Maybe I should try scanning objects in this area.
So up, down, left, right. Oh. Oh, wrong way.
3 power lines, 3 sources. That makes 1.
Okay. How am I meant to get down here safely? So up, up, down, down. Up, up.
That's 2. 1 more.
Now what's going on here? Cannot remember. Ah, here we go. Secure encryption port with holographic display. Data shows required settings for nearby holo locks. Consult GT Tech. Well, he's left something here.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. The bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
North, east, and then this one's south.
Okay, that did it. Sounds like that did it.
Okay, continue exploring the grey forest. So that's opened the door. Good. Come on. Here we go.
Tools being used, and voices. More clips.
Okay. We're really going to struggle here. How many people we got? We've got a scrapper. Yeah, this system's not always great. Right, we are doing okay for health.
Finding these power cells. What do they do?
How many power cells we got now? Let's have a look. An extra suit of armor. Find the use for the power cell. I don't know where we're keeping it. Special items? No? Ah, yeah, 3 power cells we've got. Right. Here it goes.